Hello, this is Alex Handloff with Mountain Studies Institute. I'm here at a beautiful farmer's market in Durango, Colorado, and the day is perfect. And we're here in a perfect temperature, about 70 degrees, to explore this farmer's market, not just for the fruits and veggies, but also talk to people about what they think about forest and fire. Let's go. All right, first, what are your names?
I'm Sage.
My name is Casey.
Lily, Sierra, Chloe.
My name's Caitlin Mattis.
Paul.
Julia.
I'm Bob.
Richard.
Jim.
Leah.
What does a healthy forest mean? What is that?
I guess like where the environment's like very green.
Somewhere that's safe habitat for the animals to live in.
High biodiversity of plants.
I guess not burning. Green and vibrant.
I think you have to have fire to have a healthy forest.
A lot of space between trees, especially ponderosa, not much brush on the floor so that the fire can go through the landscape and clear out the underbrush and still not get in the tops for a crown fire.
A place where I could go and walk and rest and smell the trees.
What do you wish you knew more about when it comes to forests and fire?
How they're doing prescribed burns. How to help, I guess.
How to like be safe.
The trees, the animals.
The whole ecology of everything.
The dryness or the drought of the forest.
A better understanding of some of the natural cycles.
Here I am, the San Juan National Forest. Beautiful day. Buzzing insects around my ears and face. Doesn't stop me from a good time. Anyway, at the Durango Farmers Market, there was a lot that jumped out. We'll only cover two today. The first is, what are the natural cycles of a forest? How does that work? Well, the natural cycles really depend on where you are, what kind of forest, what altitude, and a lot of other factors. And it's important to remember that those cycles are always in a state of change, and fire plays a big part. The forest we're in now, right behind me, is a mixed conifer forest. So if we're talking about something like the mean fire return interval, or how often is a naturally occurring fire happening here, it's about every 200 years. But it changes. In an aspen forest, it's about every 30 to 40 years. And in a ponderosa forest, well, hold on. Have you ever been close to a ponderosa and smelled it? It smells like my grandma's house and cream soda. Anyway, in a ponderosa forest, it's every 15 to 20 years. Fire isn't the only thing that changes the natural cycles of a forest. But imagine when there aren't fires during those regular intervals. What happens is you get more underbrush, more oak, more bushes, more trees, something called fire debt. And those create conditions that can lead to a potentially more catastrophic fire. So when I say wildfire, what comes to mind?
People die.
What can I say? Fire is a scary thing. It's something that threatens the things that we hold dear. But we live in a place with fire. And learning to live with that fact is part of the way to stay safe when fires happen. Another topic that came up was prescribed fire. And the things I'd like to share is, how does it happen? Where does it happen? And why? Well, to start, I'm right here at the site of a prescribed fire that happened in 2023. On Animas City Mountain, right near Durango. And this was done by the Bureau of Land Management. In fact, you can still see some of the scarring on this ponderosa tree. How does a prescribed fire happen? Well, there's a lot of conditions that have to be met, like the air temperature, the amount of moisture in the soil and in the bushes and in the trees, the amount of wind, and more. And if those conditions aren't met, that fire cannot happen. So there's a lot of work that goes into everything before that fire is on the ground. Where does it happen? Well, again, with all those constraints, it can't happen wherever we want. It has to be places that are ready, that meet those criteria and our values. Things like our watersheds, our recreation interests, and, as is the case for the burn that happened here, our homes. You might be asking yourself, well, why on earth are we even having these fires all the time? What is the purpose? Why prescribe fire? Isn't fire dangerous? Well, it's sort of counterintuitive, at least to us now. But a natural system, one like this one on Animas City Mountain, has frequent fires, or at least it used to. And what these prescribed fires do is imitate that natural cycle. If we don't have the fire, it creates a situation that could produce catastrophic wildfires that threaten our homes, threaten Durango. So, counterintuitively, those prescribed fires we have actually help protect us. Thank you for watching this episode of the Forest and Fire Learning Series. Here in Durango, you can join the meetings monthly of the Four Rivers Resilient Forest Collaborative. To know more, head to mountainstudies.org/fire. Have you ever walked on hot coals?
No, not at all.
No, I haven't.
No. No.
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
Oh,
Because it might burn your feet.
No.
no.
Oh, hundreds of times.
Hundreds of times?
Hundreds of times, yeah.
I have.
Many times?
Just once.
Have either of you carved your names in aspen trees?
No.
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 Would you ever do something like that?
No, that would be so sad. I hug a lot of trees.